let's shift back to New York. You mentioned the Mets. You mentioned the additions of Francisco Lindor, Carlos Carrasco, Taijuan Walker yesterday, who they signed to be some depth in that rotation. It begs some interesting questions in this National League East. You had a Braves team that was up 3-1 in the NLCS on the Dodgers from a year ago. You have the Nationals, who were the champions in 2019. This division's loaded, and we haven't even mentioned the Phillies and Marlins yet. The Phillies are loaded with talent, and the Marlins were in the NLDS a year ago. Are we buying the Mets as the team to beat in the NL East, or are we selling them amongst the pack, whether it be the Braves, the Phillies, the Nationals? We'll start with Jimbo on this one.
It'll sound like sacrilege coming from me. Let's go Mets. But I'm going to sell this. I still really like Atlanta, and I'm not saying this to criticize the Mets. We have to remember like how bad things were for the Mets last year. I mean, they're out here giving starts to Rick Porcello, Michael Wacha, Ariel Hirado got to start somewhere in there. I mean, it was really bad. And the fact that they're not going to do that this year makes their team better off the jump. That being said, I really like what Atlanta has done in terms of really just holding serve. And I think the Mets will be hurt a little bit if there is no DH in the National League. You're putting Dom Smith in left field, who does the best he can, but he's not a left fielder. Defensively, they're still not great. Their bullpen's better. Their rotation will be better. Their lineup is really good. They're a step behind the Braves. I think they should be a playoff team. They should certainly be in contention at the end of the season. They should probably win at least 90 games, I think. But I think when I write out the win-loss and where they're going to be at the end of the season, I would probably have them anywhere from like 2 to 4 games behind Atlanta. I don't think the margin is huge, but I do think it's clear enough where you could say that the Braves are better.
I'm in agreement with Jimmy. Yeah, I like what the Mets have done. There's no doubt about that, because the moves that they have made have brought this conversation to the table. We're even considering it, which I think is a major step forward for them. The way the last few years have gone, in the addition of Francisco Lindor and the pitching staff, and what they have done is pretty impressive in an offseason, and you feel like they're in a good position to compete. I just don't know that they're there yet with the Braves, as Jimmy mentioned, and I'll echo a lot of what he said. But it's good to see them in contention. You feel like they're going to be in a good spot. I just don't know that they're there where, okay, this is the team to beat in the NL East.
Quickly, before we wrap up, I am selling it as well. I like the Braves, but year 4 for Aaron Boone. 2-part question quickly. Should this be a make or break season for the Yankees manager? And do you think Brian Cashman views this as a make or break season for the Yankees manager? Nick, you start.
Is it a make or break year? Yes, because they've been disappointing. Do I think Cashman views it as such? Yes, I would say yes to both of those.
I'll say no and no, because the Yankees just have not shown the requisite urgency in the offseason, in the free agent market, in the trade market. So I'm going to say no. Before we wrap up, some housekeeping to do here. Based on what happened at 10:59, Alex, can you please throw that up? Oh, Lord. Look at this man. Suspended animation. Can we get a side-by-side on this? Can we see something that this maybe elicits here? Look at this. Oh, man.
I'm buying Nick DeLuca as Tyler Hero.
Hammer it.
I'm certainly not selling that.
Does that mean I get his money? Do they sign me to his contract? Because if that's the case, whenever anyone wants to write a rap about me too, let me know.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the mugshot. If Nick ever goes to jail, that mugshot's going to be funny looking.
Let's table that one. Let's roll on the jail thing.
Well, you and him are like the same age, so happy 21st, by the way, Nick.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Happy birthday. 21st the other day. Hope it was a good one.